Nice.
Well, we've not had enough.
Nature's gift for oh yeah, we got some spice going in. We got Scoia'tael, or not Scoia'tael. First of all, we got Scoia'tael with Hamadryads in the move package built in, but now in Symbiosis as well. But this time we're going with something a little juicy here, guys. We've got Casino Bouncers, we got Sewer Raiders, we've got Line Pockets, we've got something really dangerous looking. We got something special cooked up. We've got Syndicate. Syndicate, yes, finally Syndicate. Honestly, I struggled there for about 10 seconds because I forgot the name of this faction. Because I'm A, tired, starts going, and B, no one is playing this faction, which I think is an honest mistake. I would be looking at this one. I would have probably bought, if I was playing this, I would have done Scoia'tael, Syndicate, and probably blown off Skellige or Monsters. I probably done those three, or Skellige over Monsters. Those two would fight it out. But I thought Scoia'tael was the easy no-brainer. Syndicate, I thought was the hard. You had to put a bit of thought into it, but I also thought it was a no-brainer. I think this is really strong. You're getting that. Do you have tax collectors in the deck? You do. You did not get the pair of the Lackey, but that's okay. I don't know if I would have played Lackey. I think I would have just played a more controlling round here, using Casino Bouncers, Raiders, and setting up a Bone Talisman and crushing your opponent.
Shite. Map's upside down again.
Let's see. Hang in there, Visricha. You know which coin you start at deck selection? I don't know. Discon is the answer. I just watch the tournaments. I do not play in them. I'm surprised. Oh, it gets Vitality. That's why they're running it. Basically, what this deck is, they're going all in here. Reddle is basically saying, look, we Hamadryad. We Hamadryad. We lay down the Dryads. We play the Hama, you know. They're going Nature's Caress, Dryad Enchantress, try to get Hamadryad popping. They're just going to try to win off 40-point Hamadryads. However, ironically, this is the first time I've seen someone run a tall tech all day. Niuchaczek is indeed running a solution. Now this is really strong. You can click this and get +2 whenever you want, and that's pretty strong. PTJ Jam. The closer you got to PTJ Jam, someday I'll have one. You already know what it is. PTJ Pout, baby. Boom. As good as it gets. The only emote we have. Thank you again. Imposter. Yo, sup? What deck is this? Well, we are. It looks like a Line Pockets Townsfolk Bone Talisman deck versus a basically. They have the move package in here, but they're really going for the Hamadryad. I think though, if Niuchaczek wins this round and draws spores, it's over. Luckjank calling out Visricha in the chat. We got drama up in here. Saying get back out of here. Get back to the game.
I like fighting with style.
Beats losing on even. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You guys are fighting it out. Keep it civil. Keep it civil in the chat. Keep the beef on the board. Moving along, we do see a Catwitcher committed. It's one of the better cards. Yeah, you pay your tribute. Because if you don't pay the tribute, instant dies. And turn and destroy self. Super useful. The Dryad's Crest coming down. Had to wait on that until all this was done. Because it will purify off the existing Vitality. But I actually think... No, I think that they're looking okay. At this point, I'm pretty sure... So you're going to get +2. You have to commit some coins here. You have to spend. Did the math. Because they're going to go +1, 2, 3, 4 next round. You need to be... Unless you want to tie, you need to spend one more. Spend one more. Thank you. And now you're good. You can pass here. Pass it back to them. I like it. I like it. Oh, no, you don't have to spend one more because you had one here. Forgot about that one. So I'm like I'm pretty confident at this point that we're gonna see a quick win here from Niuchaczek, because you can go Bone Talisman here. I think you just go to max out your coins here and pass. Like, okay, if they lose the round, you get carryover. Or you could spend down alternatively. Sitting at 1, 2 more points. So do they have 1, 2, 3, 4 more points? So it's 63. Do they have a 7-point play in hand? Yeah, they're being cautious here. I don't blame them being cautious. Every time they click this, now it's +1. Well, this was dumb. You might as well commit the last coin because it'll round down and disappear. No fair coaching. They're not listening. I hope not. I mean, they are awkward. But they're good. At this point, Reddle has to pass. And as long as Niu draws the hot tech here. That hot tech. Look at this. Look at this. Good. Okay. That's awkward, Zaniac. That was dumb. Talk Screamer John. This is how I cast. Wait, is this enough points?
Just one more feather.
Oh, you have to commit to Nature's Gift. Thing, is it? Calculated correctly? Nope. Da, da. So we got a win on even. This one just went downhill. Big yikes. This was a big yikes. That's not what you want to do. Oh man. I would be pretty aggressive on the mulligans here. The alternative strategy is just keep eavesdrop, play it, and bleed them twice, and then pass. Actually, nah. Do you want to? Yeah, maybe just win this round. Bleed out everything. Play a short round. Because the short round for this deck's insane. Nope, you're just gonna get the free card up. You've got all their leader ability. You're up 4 coins and 1 card. Hamadryad's bricked. You're done. This is an Omega moment. It's an Omega, like, oh god, it's just rough. And I think it's really important to bear in mind this match is way more than just, you know, Reddle through the game, which we saw, but it also means that at this point we're 1 deck away from Niuchaczek winning it. And he can then immediately go into his own Scoia'tael move deck and just take a 50-50 coin toss. And I imagine they will, I imagine Red will replay the same deck. I think you just go into a Scoia'tael movement of your own, whatever Scoia'tael deck you brought, and just take them out. Alternatively, if you have a Nilfgaard deck, just go wild here.
May your sword and arm be one.
Nice, love that. Engine shut down. And I think Eavesdrop is insane. You don't have to rush any of these cards. I think Eavesdrop, Kitchen Offering, just waste time for as long as you can go. If you can draw yourself into Townsfolk, if you can draw yourself into Failed Experiment, you're looking really good here. Play unitless, make things awkward. And that way, if you run into Cat Witcher and Nature's Rebuke, like, those are the cards you want to be afraid of right now. Don't let them damage. Play in a defensive manner. Love that play. You get rid of Offering. I don't think you're going to set that up. I think if you keep Offering, you're greeting here hard. Over tax, I think that's a mistake. Offering is just so unlikely to get value here. Tribute on the Ghoul. I mean, unless you want to sack him. Weirdly enough, there's a world where you Pyrotech hit here, put him at 1, and then he just Offerings it, grabs a second Ghoul out, or even worse, a Townsfolk. Townsfolk would be crippling here. Yeah, I mean, this is the world that this is it. Wow. No. Maybe? I don't know. I thought Townsfolk was looking really hot there. Cause now you have to play. Okay, Offering here, get the Townsfolk. Come on, buddy. Lick the townsfolk. Thank you. Oh, it's just a slaughter.
Zeracanian, is it?
If this ends it. Devastation. Devastation for game 1.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a dime?
They have another 6 points as well. They didn't even bother. Not even worth their time. GG. Yep, okay. F4 is a good way to sneak in there. We don't know how many charges they'll have on leader, but it did work. It did get us in. That's a good piece of advice. The ship showed up somehow. It's Imposter versus Nilfgaard. And this is devastating. I love this. Jeez, the tech is so real. The tech is real. You know they're going to play Scoia'tael again. You know it's their pay-to-win faction. And boy, is it instantly punished with a brutal, brutal deck. Nilfgaard is perfect for the punish. Bias commentary. I call it like I see it. Dick Daly, welcome, my friend. Welcome back. This looks so good. Lock, soldiers. The only thing I'm worried about is raw points. Even if you have lock, it doesn't mean much if you don't have the points to pull it off. I will say amnesty on the half-elf hunter is pretty strong here. Deny them engine number 1. Get yourself a half-elf hunter. Nope, just going for the thinning. The thinning's a little weird in this matchup. Well, they have experimental remedies, 2 copies. They are. You don't want to run. You don't want Nilfgaard mentors. Well, nah, I don't think you do. I think it's not reliable enough because you run into a devotion deck, they're gonna cap out at 6, maybe. And you can usually set up better stuff. All right, Sergeant dies. No surprise there. I do like that the Hawker Smuggler is getting a lot of carryover here. I'm not sure how long you want to. Or Niuchaczek wants to stay in this round. I don't know how long it wants to stay in. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see. So they do want to stay in, so they spores here. I think that's a huge mistake, personally. I think there's no way. You know it's Scoia'tael. It's the exact same deck again. There's no way you don't know huge Hamadryads are coming. I don't think you want to blow, unless you think you can pressure this round. But this hand doesn't really strike me as a great pressure hand. They buffed that up. You're not gonna get a kill on it. You're not gonna get a chance to lock it. I don't get the spores there. I think that was a bit of a mistake. Discon, I need you to tone down your language, my friend. That's a little too far. Anyways, moving along. Like to keep it PG, my friend, in the chat. Little curse word here or there is fine. Let's go ahead and see what they do. And consider that your warning, Discon. Alright. So I am a little worried going back to the game that this is like, I think you really wanted spores here. I think you really wanted spores. Locks are going to be important too. They are running mentors. If they don't draw the other Thunderbolt. Oh. Hey, I got a new family member. Misu260. Welcome to the family. I appreciate it. Lock there. Gets you ahead. I don't think that's... I think it was overkill personally. No, I guess everything else in your hands... I don't know. I might have considered keeping the lock. It's just, it's move engines. You gotta be careful. But then again, they are probably running Nature's Caresses. You know they're running it from last round. Okay, so this is a big deal. Remember, we had to hit the F4 key. Nope, not a big deal. That's just the 6. Hawker Smuggler is very strong.
Show me the coin or sod off.
Didn't get a chance to kill the cat witches and stuff, so you're just gonna get 2 carryover. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. Why does it not show leader charges? So the tournament client's glitched right now. There's a sneaky way into it if you push F4 if it gets to a particular glitch, and that's what we did. Apparently TriNet figured that out, or at least was using it to get in. As a result, we're missing a lot of the basic information that's normally on the screen, but we at least got to see the cards, which is well worth it. I can hover over them. I can see both players' hands. It's better than not having access to that. Experimental Remedy is okay. You can get an Elven Swordmaster, which is not a terrible choice. You do get the Caravan Guards here, which is solid. You get, what is that, a 6-point and then a 9-point play, which is really strong for neutrals. Only other thing really putting out 9 to 10 points is going to be Monsters and Skellige, at least in terms of like point slam. Last rate will be key here for both players. I can imagine a lot of row packing. But I guess at the same time, we don't have a lot of... Actually, it's deceptive. You have a couple units, but they're all the spawn 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 units. Bone Talisman Talisman. Mentor is going to be 6 points. I think this is looking pretty good for our good score. Tell player Reddle are here. I think Northern Realms engines are really bad, Emopig. I think Northern Realms is the trap that most I've seen people fall into, and I think you're going to see very little of it. I think the engines are not as good. They're deceptive relative to what you can produce in other factions, or what point slam decks in factions like Skellige can do to those engines. Let's see what we got. There's the Hamadryad, right? And this is where I think using spores early was a major mistake. This is going to be like 20 points before the end. You can lock it. It'll take the 1. You purify it. You keep going. I think what I would like to see here, you have the Matron. You can like a Matron here. I like that. Yeah, I think I like Matron here, Sentry here, Catwitcher or something like that. I think it's not a bad play. There are 10 rounds of the losers bracket. Is that true, Zaniac? 10 rounds? I thought the map said the losers bracket would add 1 round. How did it add 10? Like even... Wait, Zaniac, aren't there like 9 rounds? 10 rounds of casting is rough. So every round is about 1 hour for context here. That would be a 10-hour thing. So that'd be a 12-hour stream of me talking non-stop, casting games and solving problems the whole time. Let's see. Wait, is that what's happening here? Okay, hold on. Wow, right? Because you have to have a winner of the losers bracket, which also has 2. Oh yeah, we call them the losers bracket. Loser bracket has to be obliterated. Play it out for fun, but it is not. We're gonna have to skip it for the grand finals. There's no way we're gonna be able to cast it. So let me go ahead and give you guys context for what I'm looking at. It is a horrific, beautiful site. So here it is. Actually, let me put onto my main screen right here. So this is it. So this is the winners bracket right now. Check this out. So right now we're in round 4. 5 would be quarters, semis. This would be the finals, but we might move the finals back to this one because this is the losers bracket. We barely even touched it. Anyways, back to Gwent, which is far more important. Yeah, let's just keep letting it we'll let the tournament slide, but let's go back to the game. I think we're gonna have to just play out the loser bracket for fun and call the finals around early. Cool. So that I can talk a little bit tomorrow, I suppose. But we'll see how it plays out. Play by ear, but for now, let's just view it as more for fun practice. Catching up here, we do see a move for the imposter charge on the matron. And this is where, again, Spores, I think, was the ticket to winning this game. I think that's a huge mistake. Matron is here. The only benefit I really see right now going for Wow, Niuchaczek has stolen. Maybe he'll pull it off. I was kind of counting him out. Still, really dangerous hand here. If they had kept spores, this would be a no-brainer, but... Brutal. Take care, large silver grinder. Take care. Taking a look here. Mentor is online. 8 plays for 6. And, yeah, I think Spores was, I think, going to be required to win this one. I do not think this tournament has a happy ending, or this round has a happy ending for our Nilfgaard hero. Then again, this hand isn't very strong. Hamadryad, Chantress, and then you go for a very good last rate on back row.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
Bone Talisman, they get a good last rate too. Oh, maybe he will get this. Maybe he will. Yeah. No, Luckhawk, we'll blitz the losers bracket. We'll see what happens. But I have a feeling there'll still be 5 rounds behind. Nope. Nah, not even close. Well, it was close, but GG. So, you have Nilfgaard and you have one other. Probably Scoia'tael. So it's 1-1. Northern Realms or Ursine Ritual. I will say immediately, my mind says Ursine Ritual looks hot here. That hand could use a bit of work. You know, are unnecessary. Shield Maidens and Ursine Ritual makes a lot of sense to me. Joji, good to see you here. This deck is extra big. He went for 27 cards here. Frigates, nothing. I think this looks pretty standard. Frigates, caravans. Immortal Cavalry for 6, guaranteed of shields. Pretty good. Any bone talismans? A bone talisman. I mean, honestly, this looks about as straightforward Northern Realms as you can get. I just don't think it's going to beat this, to be honest. I think Bear Witcher Mentors are insane. Now, of note, no on-crate long shifts. I think that's a mistake. Next tournament is next month, Dean. Don't you worry. Quick kill on there. Don't blame him. It's solid. I like this a lot because you can Freya's Blessing for an easy 8 across 2 units. Looking forward to it. Awesome. I'm glad. Hold on. Only brackets in these fields a buy.
For honor.
Well, Zaniac is the one in charge, so I will let him figure it out. I'm surprised you haven't seen a Griffin Witcher Ranger comboed with Veil. Like, that's a 2-card combo that is a lot of points. And 2-card combos that are a lot of points are well worth it. They're done now? Well, Zaniac's gonna be on it. Cam, all the games need to be finished. So that's really good. Freya's Blessing gets back to Queen's Guard. They have no removal. This round is done. And this is where, I mean, maybe it's not done. You get the +2 here. You can kind of keep up with this. But remember, Queen's Guard is effectively plus 3 a turn.
You're good. Real good.
With a bonus 1. It's like 1 plus 3x. Very strong. So they're going to go for the Caravan with Bone Talisman kill here. I think that's a really smart way. Just secure it around against Northern Realms and then try to bleed them out. The point slam here should be a lot better than what they can come up with. Mobilization, though, is very strong with things like City Guard, Drummers. It's specifically soldiers, so you really don't have much of a choice. It's spawn and, yeah, it's just spawn. You're looking at City Guards here. But they'll pass here. Reddle's going to be out of this round. There's no way he's going to stick it out. Especially with that siege and our tower placement. There's no way you play a card here. Yep. Mic drop. I hope you had a good time, my friend. Appreciate the lurk. So, if they play a card, if Reddle plays a card and Niuchaczek passes, I think they lose the game. There we go. Jamsgram's studying the tournament. Hey, Jamsgams, maybe you got the magic formula. I will say your devotion monster deck is hot. I think you got the right idea behind it. It's on my decks. Yeah, it's gone. Blame it on that. I'm the only one who really hated this tournament. Yep, doggo. But that's okay. There are many other tournaments and many other themes we'll do. But don't worry, doggo. Just all bronze might not be for you. It's all good. As of most things, some people like it. Some people don't. That's the way of things.
I promise you a quick death.
So, that's an interesting choice. I'm not sure that's actually the opening line I would go for. Not bad though, because like if he's gonna go for the bleed here. That's what he's saying. Also, last rate just wipes frigates. But I think I would have gone for the potentially shield maiden bleed, unless they really value this, because this will generate more than 7 points most likely. I did stream your match of Ibissus. Bronze only has been very fun to watch. It's been interesting to see where people have gravitated to. And I still think Northern Realms is a trap. I don't think you want to touch it.
Take care of your blades and they'll take care of you.
Let's see. Ibissus, stop eating the doggo. And then, you know what? Bad tournaments happen. I know Libido was talking about how she got robbed a little bit. Or sorry, he got robbed a little bit and had didn't make day 2 of qualifiers. So it's all good. Don't hide it, doggo. All good. Express your pain, my friend. Express it. We welcome that here. Love the boiling oil here. I love this bleed. Wow, this is punishing. This is bad. They're an engine deck. I think right now there's a real chance Reddle has to go City Guard smack of Mobilization. And even then, that's pretty tough because we can do Shield Maiden, Bear Witcher. I don't know. I just don't see how Reddle is going to really pull himself out because Reddle wants a long round. He wants to be pinging away. He wants to be spawning away. He wants to be moving away, you know? You know, Reddle is like a train that wants to keep on chugging down the tracks. But right now, Niuchaczek knows exactly what's going on in his mind. I like this answer, though. At this point, you pass. You don't have a choice. I can Shield Maiden for 15, though. You could Shield Maiden ping that and save the charge, but I think you want to spend these charges. They're not that useful. They're just for the Queen's Guard that remains. Shield Maiden ping here is very good, though. But I might just pax, because 8's a bummer. You've got yourself in around the 7 here. You don't really have an engine. I would get out of here. Wow, okay.
No reprieve.
And you're saving the Ursine ritual charges. I think that's greedy. I would have spent the Ursine ritual charge. I don't think they're as good. Frigate double buff, fine. Is that enough? No, buff 1 time. Brutal. Doggo, it's all good. Try the next tournament. It'll be very different than a bronze only one. There's a pass, and at this point, I think it's looking so good for Niuchaczek. Running Syndicate, Nilfgaard, and Skellige. Hot decks. The waiting is hard to bear indeed. Wow, that bleed was so good. I think you're going to see Bone Palisman get and last rate both go back because you've gotten the frigates, which is the best last rate target. I love the bleed. I think it's looking good. I don't know if you really want spores here. I do think the draws are pretty rough though. I mean, you ditch Red Haze as your number 1. No, maybe Bone Talisman is worse. Both of them are pretty bad here. Oh, this is not good. Those draws are so bad. Like, he needed units, and he got the worst cards in his deck. This is not good. You ping here. You can use spores defensively to buff this. I like that, because that enables you to ping next round, smack it, and kill it. Wow, I am concerned. There is an interesting decision of whether you move that forward. I like ping kill a lot. I also think lacerate, shut off the engines is not bad either. Yep. So at this point, I think you have to ping here. You know this is gonna die, but might as well get at least an extra point for mentor. But alternatively, you do have the ability to bear what you're here and kill next turn. Choices here. Yeah, loser bracket being 10 was unexpected. Plot twist. We are not going to be playing out that full bracket. If we had a co-caster, maybe we'll do something like that. Seven is at the edge of my range. 6 is doable. 10 is a little rough. Yeah, I actually think MarvoloReddle is going to pull this off just because I think it's primarily the bad draws here. Queen's Guard would have gone a long way here. Brutal. Just brutal. It hurts me, guys, inside. I feel like Niuchaczek was robbed of creativity. But you know what? Sometimes it happens. The nature of all cards game is that up in the air style. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's around next corner. And you sometimes just draw bad. You know, this is a 2-point Bone Talisman at best. Now, Spores here for 6 is a very good play. You ping here once, you Spores it, ping here twice, and you're good.
More pain now, less pain.
I know you're trying to set up Bone Talisman. I think a defensive Spores was better there, but I think you've lost regardless. I think that's the wrong line. You could set up a 7-point here. Potentially still at the same value. Bubble Trouble's been eliminated. I love the move. Instant deny. Anything shenaniganery. And that's it. That's it. Calls the draw. The good game. Gives it up, not the draw. And Reddle will continue, but Niuchaczek, you won my heart with your creative decks. Thank you so much to Pamzosaurus and Ahmed Ali for all their support on Patreon.